Hey everyone, welcome back to the Miser's Guide. In this video, we are going to talk about Fortress Wars. Fortress Wars is a similar kind of scenario that involves kind of a board game approach to PvP, where you have multiple alliances fighting over territory. In Fortress Wars, you'll be coming in with your troops and your buffs that you had allocated before the match. So you should make sure to apply those before you enter into Fortress Wars. There's a map here that shows all the different alliances and the territories that they control, and each one can occupy as many tiles as possible, and at the end of the match, you'll have an alliance score based on the amount of tiles that you have, and that will determine your placement. You'll have individual scores as well that are based on the number of kills that you get and the tiers that you kill. So your points will go up for killing more and more troops. As you increase that score, you'll also unlock these thresholds where you can claim points that give you items that are specific to Fortress Wars, but also merit points and other things as well. Now, I've sped up this match and I've kind of clipped it a bit to show you what it kind of looks like. As you are starting the match, you're going to occupy all these different little tile sets around, and these tile sets will provide you over time limited amounts of the materials that you can use to increase your buffs of attack and defense and purchase other things like faster returns. You'll have to compete with other alliances. At the beginning, you'll be competing with a limited amount of alliances. I think it's only one on either side. And you can see from the blue border that some of the map is actually unlocked right now. So you're just going to be competing against those alliances at first. But over time, that blue border is going to retract and higher level tile sets will start to emerge, and there'll be more competitiveness between different alliances that have access to you have access to them. So you can see right here that I'm using some of the claimed tickets that you get from competing and from claiming at those different thresholds and from the accumulation of the tile sets to increase my attack power and my defensive buffs of the troops. You can really send as many marches as you want to different tile sets, but to keep a tile set under your control, there has to be at least one person inside of it. It doesn't matter if it's one troop or 100 million troops. As long as it's under your control, you will gain that benefit of passively getting tokens. But you don't accumulate alliance score by keeping the tile set. You have to, at the end of the game, it's basically who's in control of the most amount of tile sets. So that kind of changes the way that people play. Some people play very defensively at the beginning, just trying to accumulate their buffs and to do selective PvP rather than try to get complete control. And others are more overpowering and they try to get as much as they can and expand their territory. It's really up to you. You can heal your troops that have been wounded in battle by just going to the left side as in Elite Wars and healing your troops if you'd like. And if you do occupy a territory, you can click return. There's the option to instantly return with the cost of gems, or you can just recall your troops normally and just wait out those many seconds before you can launch that same march again. Over here, you can see there's a couple different alliances competing over territory. I've sped it up a bit, so now everything has been unlocked. Even the main fortress at the beginning, you can see from the map that alliances have occupied territory all across the map, and they're holding their different positions and fighting to expand their territory. The individual battles, as the marches land, they operate in the same way as in the game. It's just the overview is kind of like a tile set board game kind of thing, but the PvP happens all the same. So if you go inside of a battle, you'll see that the troops are fighting in the very same way. So we're getting near the end of the match here, and at this point, this is where alliances really struggle to expand their territory, get as many of the strongholds as possible so that their alliance score will be maximized, and that way they'll achieve a higher ranking in Fortress Wars. One of the nicer aspects of Fortress Wars is based on your individual points. you will get these badges that you can use as tokens to redeem quite a bit of items in the Fortress Wars shop. So it can be quite lucrative to participate in Fortress Wars. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Ebony. I'll see you in the next video.